Hi, my name is Michelle, and I thought I'd just do my very first video. And I'm coming from Meknès in Morocco. This is my second time ever out of Australia. So, um, for those that want to come for a couple of months, like I do, I come for a bit extra than a couple of months. And I just want to give you some tips on if you have your own apartment and things and everything that goes sort of with it. So I'm going to start by saying that I really do enjoy coming to Morocco. The times that I have come here, we have rented an apartment. With the apartments, you can look online and do it that way, and most people will respond to WhatsApp. They'll have their number on and put it on WhatsApp. I will say though that everything pretty much here is done in cash, and there's hardly ever a receipt given. So don't expect a tenancy form or a receipt in general for your stay for an apartment here. If it's a hotel or something like that, they generally will give a receipt. But yeah, so which is quite expensive hotels, so that's why we choose to do an apartment, which is cheaper, and usually the gas, water and electricity is in that price as well for the duration of your stay. So I just want to say that with that, we also rented a car. Taxis and buses and trains and whatnot is available, but which we did use taxis last year, but this year we rented a car for the whole time. Now the price of this apartment, which my partner, he was working every day and didn't really have time to come and actually physically look at the apartment. He was sent photos, and he come to get the keys for the apartment on the day and was a little bit taken back by some of the things in the apartment. Last year we did rent an apartment for the same price, 4,500 dirham a month, which in Australian I think is roughly around $400 to $500 Australian a month. They don't do week by week here; everything's monthly. So yeah, that was okay. But the apartment last year was similar to this one, but the one that we actually have now is quite run down and needs quite a lot of repairs. But hey, I can adapt, and it's been all right for me. So let's just get started with that. So, and also the rental car, it's I'm going to say Peugeot. It's not a Peugeot. It's a Renault. It's a Renault. You think I'd know? I'm coming up to nearly the end of my 2 months. We hired a Renault, and I believe that was around 20,000 dirham, because it was hired for around 45 days or something like that, and it's around 300 dirham a day. So in Australian dollars, I don't know about American dollars or anything like that. I'm Australian. I'm also not French. I get that a lot. People start talking to me French, and I just don't understand French. I know a little bit. I did French in year 8, and that was a long time ago. So anyway, 20,000 dirham for an excess of like 45 days, something like that. And that roughly works out to about probably $2,000 to $3,000 my money, something like that, or even maybe a bit more. But it's generally worth it. You don't have to walk everywhere for a start, I guess. You can get to places easier, and it's just really easier for myself. I'm not the healthiest person. I do have a lot of medication and a few medical deficits, so it's optionally better for myself to have a car and go to a lot of places. And places I have been to, more places I've been in Morocco than in Australia. So it's been a really, really great time. I'm always sweating, and the heat. I do not want to come back here in June or July or August or even September anymore, because I'd like to come in winter, because I'm a winter person. So anyway, we're going to start just by showing you some things. So I do view outside my apartment. I did bring a lot of things with me for my stay, including these lights, just to make me feel a bit more at home. But this is my view out here. And we actually have no neighbours or anything, but that mechanic shop there is very busy every day. So, yeah. Usually last year we had a rooftop clothesline, but we can't go on the roof, so we set up our own clothesline. You know, you just do what you can. I even brought my own pegs and things like that. That's my partner's stuff there. We end up buying some fish, and we have our own fish tank that we actually got made. And my partner will take that to his mother's, I believe, and they'll be there. I did bring my own kettle and toaster because that's another thing. Like, I find that, you know, bread, they have a lot of bread here, of course, but I found it easier to bring my own kettle, and I got it from like Woolworths on clearance for $5 each. So, yeah, and to use that, I just use one of these guys, and it's an they have a European system of electricity here, so you'll need a European socket, and I'm coming from Australia, so ours looks like that, and here is like that. So I've hooked all my things up, including I brought my own power board and extension cord, which goes into one of these, of course, into the next room, which is in here, which I call my blue room. This is actually my room for all my things, but also on coming here, most importantly, fans. Oh my God, I've got to have a fan, honestly. So yes, yeah, there's a TV in this apartment. In most places that you'll get an apartment, they will have like couches, set up like this in most apartments, and most apartments will be furnished. This is like another little room here. So in here I've just got all my things that, you know, toiletries and things like that. So, and what I'm taking back a tagine, yay. And yeah, this room we don't really use except for my stuff, so that's just it. The bedroom is quite simple. You will find that in most apartments there is no screens. Excuse me, no fly screens. But you will find, usually on most apartments, there are bars. That's so if a person's high up and they have children, they can't fall out. This apartment does have an aircon in the bedroom, which I'm extremely grateful for. But yeah, and the bed here is actually really nice. And here is all my medical stuff. Woohoo! I'm actually asthmatic, and there are a lot of smells in Morocco, and it really does set my asthma off. And instead of bringing my asthma, like my big machine, I brought this, and it's quite expensive. They're $300, but I put my stuff in here, and it really seals, so it works quite well. And it's, of course, less in weight, because everything, you know, as you know, when you travel, everything is weight. So yeah, I also brought my own alarm clock, because I found in Morocco, the earlier you get up and go, the better it is with traffic and with heat and getting to your place so that you want to see and really spend time there and look around. So I found that that's what is really good for us, that we go early and, you know, that sort of thing. So I'll just show you the kitchen. Okay, so most kitchens are like this. You'll find a lot of this sort of style cookware in any apartment really, which is hooked up. It's a old click style system, and I'll just show you. I'll just turn the hot water tap on. Yeah, it clicks, and then a flame comes on, and then that will die down, and it heats up the hot water. So, and that's the gas bottles down here. When we did come here, this fridge here was not working, and that was a huge problem because we like to buy our food and stuff, and then they actually sent this fridge, which isn't much better, but it works. And It actually was brought here by a person on a trike. A single motorbike that has a tray on it that brought that here. So, and there is a petrol station just straight out there. And there's always something happening out there. I even brought my own Vegemite from Australia. I brought a lot of things. Yeah, and we've been feeding stray animals and that here. So I usually fill these up with our old food leftovers, and I take them, which I will be doing tonight. I'm taking them and helping the dogs and the cats in Morocco because there is a lot of them. Another thing is the bathroom. I had to get these lights because the light in here doesn't really work and it's quite dangerous actually. But this is the toilet. And that's how you, yes, it took me a while to use it, but hey, I do. And this here is the shower. You have to kind of hold it and that sort of thing, but yeah. And then just a very basic sink and that sort of thing. So I'm just trying to be as real as I can because, the apartment was, a little bit not to my standard. Like the door handles, when we leave, we'll put them back, but they just come straight off. That's as high as that roller shutter will go. The reason why they have roller shutters like these is because they do have dust storms here. So when you're wanting to put that down, it goes down like that, but then it will shut completely. And that's to help stop the dust getting in when they do have dust storms. So that's that. And I'm not sure why they have a broken hat rack, but hey, there's a broken hat rack. Also when I was here last year and I came this time, we got ourselves our own Wi-Fi. Because I can't use my phone because the SIM cards, I tried to put it in my phone last time, it wouldn't work. So the Wi-Fi is quite good. This one is quite good, and it's around 250 dirham a month. So I use that, and that enables me to communicate basically. So a lot of the lights don't work. The air conditioner over there doesn't work. But there does get a nice breeze in here at times. But I just wanted to show you a bit of like how it is actually when you do rent an apartment. You'll find that things are like made and sometimes not made properly, but like how they make their furniture with wheels and stuff like that is awesome because it's good for cleaning. Well, I find it convenient. But so I just on these goldfish, they actually sell these in these kind of containers on the side of the road for like 130 dirham. But they're fairly big goldfish, so we got a bigger tank for them. But something I can leave that my partner will have to look after. But anyway, I just wanted to just have a chat about how it is. I haven't actually met any mean people or anything like that in Morocco. Moroccans are actually quite friendly and very, very helpful. They'll even ask you to come to their place for tea or something to eat. That's just how they are. Food is key in Morocco. And speaking of Moroccan food, it is extremely delicious, trust me. And when you order a sandwich, like my partner's just now gone to get a sandwich, their sandwiches are awesome. They're like just packed with so much. And you get fries and a drink with them for like not much at all, like 40 dirham, which in my money is probably about $5. So, it is good value. But I just wanted to have a chat to whoever who wants to know. It took about 26 hours by the time I left Casablanca Airport. So that was from Brisbane to Dubai to Casablanca, sorry. But going to the supermarket, Carrefour or Marjane, that's only the really two big places to go. They do sell like 5 litre bottles of water, and you're going to need that, particularly in summer, excuse me. You will need that. You will go through a lot of water. I do my teeth in the bathroom using the water from the tap, and it's quite okay. Yeah, so yeah, it's just common sense really, and like bringing like your own conditioner is good, because you will find that things that you may buy for $2 or whatever is actually more expensive here than Morocco. Like, for instance, I can't get over like a roll-on here will cost you like something like 50 dirham. And that's just crazy, really, because these people don't really earn too much, and I believe they get paid monthly. And by the time, I mean, you put petrol in your car, it's 14 dirham a litre, and say if you had 100 dirhams that you want to put in your car, I mean, it's only going to give you a few litres, if that. So, yeah, it does make it hard. There is no government as such in Morocco. It's there is a king here, the fifth king, Mohammed V, and he makes the decisions, and what pretty much he says gets done. I believe it'd be 2-3 weeks ago, because they were teaching French in school. There's a lot of French influence still in here, in Morocco, and it's quite, yeah, it gets a little bit much. Even I have found it, French is a bit much. But anyway, nothing against French, but yeah, they just, he doesn't want French taught in schools anymore. He wants English taught in schools, so which is really great. I mean, when you look at it, English is probably the universal language. So yeah, and the amazing places I've been to, it's really, really remarkable, and some of the architecture and things like that, it's just great. I'll be back again, that's for sure, but I'll be coming back in winter. I want to see what it's like, and I actually want to go to Ifrane, where it apparently snows. So I want to check out the snow, because I've never actually seen snow myself. So yeah, but anyway, I think that might be about it for now. But yeah, just make sure when you want an apartment that you do get proper information, ask them questions. They're very helpful. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Have a great weekend coming up. Cheers.